Hi everybody, Toby Henderson, Box Components. Sorry we're a minute late, trying to get everything ready for you guys. We didn't realize how much brake stuff we really had until we actually went to pull some stuff from the warehouse. You guys have been out there. We'll go find JoJo later maybe. Anyway, you guys haven't, we didn't realize how much brakes that we had. We probably have more stuff I didn't address. We kind of was a little bit late kind of grabbing everything. But we're going to hear to talk about brakes today, BMX brakes for, specifically, right? So we talked about before, Box has multiple tiers, Hex Lab being the highest, which there is actually a Hex Lab product here. Then Box 1, Box 2, Box 3, and so on. So I think we can kind of talk a little bit about that today too, on what that is, especially in the brake pad department. You can really see that. I don't think I grabbed a pair of Box 2 brakes, but we do have those. Like I said, there's so much brakes that we can talk about. Box 1 and 2 cables, Box 3 brake kit, Box 1, Box 1, we grabbed the wrong one, Box 1 brakes, Box 1 brake lever, and some disc stuff. So anyway, let's get talking about that. So let's start, we're gonna start with Box 1. Let's go with that. So Box 1 brake lever, very unique. This brake lever, we made this thing around 10 years ago. It's still very, very popular, very high end, has a return spring on it. All these are machined for your brake cable, has a locking nut on it too. Very, very nice stuff. This has got a titanium bolt in it right here, and a stainless steel pin right here. Stainless steel so it doesn't break. And again, the return spring. But what's unique about this bolts to an ODI grip. You can see the patent number on it right here. So basically, I see a lot of people run this brake but don't utilize that. So you can plug your ODI grip into this and remove the ring that's on the ODI grip. So the idea of that is to bring that closer to your hand and make it fit more function, but to have less parts on your bike. Less is more. They also make this piece here for the left side of the bike. That way, when you look down at your handlebars, you see the same clamp system, but you can see this is machined out, very high-end, minimalistic. This whole brake lever is minimalistic, holes in here, very, very high-end. We sell tons and tons of these things, but I see a lot of guys not utilizing the ODI part, and again, the patent number's on there. So Box 1, brake lever, connected to your ODI grip, very high-end, got titanium parts. All these things are CNC machined. This is no joke. The lever's cold forged, even hogged out in the back. These come in 3 lengths. So this is the long, then we have a medium, and then we have a shorty. Kids, maybe smaller hands, things like that, right? Someone has a question about this?
What's the price on that?
This guy was $69. With all the crazy stuff going on in the world, it might have gone up a little bit. Might be $75 by now. Start off at $69, so it's $69 to $74, somewhere in there. Again, titanium hardware, a lot of work with this thing, not a cheap product, right? So Box 1 brake lever, and for me, it's all about how it fits your hand. I'm a one finger guy. If you need to, that still works. Box 2 lever, or the mid reach, some people prefer that. I like this curve right here. Hold that in there. A lot of time is spent on that. Another question or no? We're good. Okay, so to complement that is the Box 1 brakes, but I think these are Box 3, because I think we grabbed the wrong ones. But I can kind of tell you that. So it's the same arms on Box 3 and 1, but Box 1 has titanium hardware here and a bearing inside to help with the pivot. So on the Box 1 brakes, you're going to get a titanium bolt into your bike and an actual precision bearing, seal bearing around the outside of the pivot. Where Box 3 is a brass bushing like you're looking at here, right? So Box 1 brake, which is what the story is all about, is titanium bolt with a bearing around that, and that's part of our oversized technology too. Oversized meaning that we oversize the pivot area and put the bearing in there so you get a smooth movement on the brakes. We sell tons of these again. I think in the beginning, what Box was known for was one of the first products that came out, which was brakes. I think our very first product to market was a brake pads 12 years ago now. But so Box 1 brake, again, titanium bolt and bearing around the pivot. But the Box 1 brake comes with these brake pads, right? These brake pads have 3 compounds, right? So when you're stopping, this is think it's hard, medium, and soft is how that works, right? So you get the hard brake to touch first, or the soft one to touch first, then the medium, then the hard when you really got to stop. So you got 3 compounds on that. And this brake pad is all machined out too. You can see that, really dug out and really machined. So that's a box 1 brake pad, very popular for us. We do have a box 2. It doesn't come with the three compounds, and it doesn't come all hauled out like that. But we do have a box 2 version too as well, which is I think half the price. What's cool too on our hex lab side is that same brake box cartridge here, but this is for carbon fiber rims. So that compound is special for carbon fiber rims, and this is a hex lab product, right? For our hex lab rims, which you just got more in stock today. Our carbon fiber rims, which is hex lab. Very few hex labs here because it's a lot of work to get that stuff to market. But yeah, this is a hex lab carbon fiber specific pad cartridge. All of our cartridges are interchangeable, so you can buy these and replace them inside here. You pull a little pin out and you put the cartridges in there. So we sell these replacement pads, so you only have to buy one of these once. And when this wears out, you can buy these pads. You can buy this in the 3 compounds, single color, which is box 2, or the carbon pad itself. So if you have box 1 brakes already, you just want the carbon pads, we sell those too. But yeah, so hex lab box 1. This is box 1 replacement for the cartridges. Also, just so you know, see the box 1 here? That's orange. Box 3 is blue. Box 2 is red, right here. So if you ever see how that works, see the box 1, 2, and 3, right? There you go. Orange, red, blue. That's how you can significantly see. When it's on the shelf at the dealer, you can kind of see how that works, but that's how we do it. Box 4 is yellow, box 5 is purple. Not a lot of box 4 and 5 in our line of BMX. We do on the cranks. We can go all the way down to 5. Yeah, so, and this is a box 3 brake pad, by the way. Same kind of idea. We have these cooling fins on the outside, which I think are unique. Do they really work? Yeah, probably a little bit. But this is 2 compounds. We have soft and hard. These come in probably 7 or 8 colors: green, orange, yellow, blue, red, maybe even pink, white, black. So that's a box 3 brake pad. All the stuff is interchangeable. You can put a box 3 brake pad on a box 1 brake. It's all interchangeable, right? So anyway, box 3 brake pads. This is a box 3 brake kit, okay? Again, and we sell them in gold. We took out the packaging because we're in a hurry to catch up to you guys. But gold, box 3 brake, right? This is a 108. The other one was a 85. Anyway, again, you can kind of, this is the box 3 brake pad. You can kind of see the 2 compounds, the airflow, or I want to say heat dissipating rings on that, right? The 2 colors, but these are all specifically designed to really grab and slow the brake down. Some are different than the others. We tried different options, but yeah, so this is box 3 brake pad that comes on that. In the box 3 kits, you get the 2 brakes, right? You get a brake lever, right? This is a 108, so you get the long lever. This lever goes left or right. So we do have a patent on that. So basically you just replace it. If you don't want to look at that bolt, you just swap that bolt out to the other side. So you can put this lever on this side, but if you want it on that side of your bike, you simply just reverse that bolt. Or you can look at it that way too, but they look exactly the same, both sides, right? Other than the bolt part. So it's a long story how that happened, but that can go left or right. You only need 1 brake for that. It comes with a brake cable, right? A box 3 brake cable. And I'll show you the other brake cables here in a little bit. And of course, most of our stuff come with a sticker, right? So box 3 kit, gold. When gold's gone, gold's gone. It's not a color that we have all the time, but we have some of these now. And that comes in the kit. The box 1 stuff does not come in the kit. The box 3 does. Yeah. So then let's move over to the cables. Box 1 brake cable. This guy has an aluminum sleeve inside with a Kevlar center or PVC center. So it's a PVC center that your cable slides through. Then it's wrapped around an aluminum housing. Then it has Kevlar around the aluminum housing, and then this chrome sheathing. So extremely high end. There's 4 materials in there. And then the cable itself is covered in a nano coat. This black cable right here has a nano coat on it. So you got 4 materials inside. You have the nano coated cable. This thing is slick as can be. Our brakes are designed to snap and pop. This is a linear cable too. It's not wrapped like most brake cables. It's linear like a gear cable. That allows for this stiff feeling and that snappy feeling to get. So not like most brake cables, not whatsoever. What's cool about our stuff too, it always comes with 2 colors of grommets. You get black and gold in this kit. That allows you to change out your bike a little bit. Like the blue comes with a couple different colors, but you get multiple parts. These are ferrules for the end and caps for the end of your cable. Again, coming in a couple different colors to kind of spiff up your bike. All right, and again, a sticker. All right, and then box 2, it's still a linear cable, but it doesn't have the slick of the nano covering, and it doesn't have the Kevlar wrap, but it's still a linear cable to give that snappy feel. Just the price point of this is probably about half the price point of that. But again, sell a lot of these. If you're going to put a cable on your bike, BMX bike, you want to use a linear cable. Both of these are. And again, it's just the wires run straight instead of going this way. When they go this way and you use the brake, they sponge a little bit. This will not allow it to sponge. We don't want spongy brakes. Lastly, disc brakes are becoming the most popular thing out there. We had to grab this off a bike because we have sold out of all these guys, but this is a box 3 caliper. We don't have hydraulic. We only have cable pull right now, but this is a box 3, very popular. We sell a lot of these. It is cable pull, but it pulls from both sides, which is kind of nice. You kind of see how it works right there, right? All right, very popular for us. Sell lots of these things. Most BMX bikes are coming with disc brakes now, so jump on that market. Box 3 disc brake caliper, cable guide, right? Cable pull. And then lastly, a 120 rotor. These guys, everyone laughed at me when I wanted to make this thing, but this guy, 120 rotor, fits a ton of the bikes that are being taken over right now with the disc brake stuff. But 120, we sell so many of these things. I think there's a couple other them out there, but I think it's our unique design and shape. All this stuff and the way it's shaped like this is about cooling and about brake surface and how it works. So there's a lot of thought went into that. This inner pattern here is basically the same as our mountain bike stuff. We try to keep some of the stuff in there. That's kind of a funky looking box logo there. But this outer part, a lot of thought on where your brake pads sit and how this works and why they're a certain way they go. It is directional. There's an arrow on it that says to go a certain way. And this fits all standard, disc brake mount bikes. But 120, very small rotor. I don't think I've seen anything smaller than 120 before, maybe on a scooter or something. But yeah, 120 rotor. Again, sell these tons and tons of these along with this guy. So we do cover the disc brake option. One thing about this guy too is it does compatible with our levers. So there's a pull ratio on how these things work. Our brakes pull this lever. No matter which size it is, the pull ratios match along with the cable. So you can take this lever, this brake, or this lever, this cable to that. All this stuff is interchangeable. All the pads are interchangeable. Like I said earlier, the cartridges are interchangeable. And we have different lengths of this, different lengths of that, different lengths of these guys. So when it comes to braking, we got you covered, I think. All right. Anyway, any questions? No questions?
EJ Welker says, Toby, good to see you.
Nice to see you. Well, digitally, I guess.
We run that lever from Ermine Road.
Cool. Blue one, I guess, maybe. I don't know. It comes in silver, blue, red, black. I don't think gold. And then we were doing some pewter stuff for a while. We might have some of those left, but yeah. Black is our biggest seller, then red, and then blue. Blue and red are about the closest. So, any idea what people are buying?
And Stephen Latchford, I'm back at the track at Derby City after dying in Nashville.
So you have the track, Derby City. That's not 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. Not this weekend, next weekend. Cool. Good luck there. Big hill or not big hill? That's the question.
EJ Welker, always going to pester you about the 20mm chain tensioners. When.
That's an ABC question, I think. I don't think it's a box thing. It's more of what frame fits what. So I know they just got a bunch of stuff in today. might want to ask them. But yeah, I know it's needed for sure.
Bobby Warren, Level Up Rider. Hi, Toby and Chloe.
Hi. So Bobby knows you're here, Chloe. You can't hide behind the camera anymore. I always say your name, so everybody kind of knows, right? So
Radical Robert Taylor. Love mine, Toby.
Robert's probably got silver on his bike. I want to guess. Yes. Yep.
Stephen Latchford. I love my box one brakes. So smooth.
So smooth. Yeah. Hopefully you got our cables and lever and all that. Make the thing snappy. That's the goal. You want the thing to pop, 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 right? It's a bike kind. Sorry, Chloe, it's a bike thing. Right? Or maybe if you're left-handed.
From Justin Hagen.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hello from Benjamin and Connor Hagen.
Cool. Hey, Duddy, how are you? I saw pictures of your kids the other day. Looking good. Chloe's reading. I don't know what she's doing over there. One more? Somebody's typing. She's waiting.
From Jill. Where's JoJo?
Where's JoJo? Oh, we got to go see JoJo. Should we go find? You guys want to see JoJo? Want to go scare JoJo? Huh? We have any more questions? We'll go scare JoJo real quick.
All things BMX show. Great video and amazing information.
Thanks. I was in the meetings this morning. I had a little more time to plan. We'll try to do it again because we missed one thing. We missed the box one brake. We were I had to take this off a bike to show you guys. And there's a couple other things we probably should have showed you, box two brake pads. But yeah, a lot of brake stuff. Thanks.
Again, from All Things BMX Show. Can't wait to have you on the show September 13th.
Oh, that's right. September 13th. Yeah, it's so far. Cool. That's right. I got it marked on my calendar. I'll be there.
Robert Taylor. Great stuff, Toby.
Great what?
Great stuff.
Great stuff. Thanks, Robert.
Bobby Warren. I like the box disc brake caliper better.
Yes, but it takes a specific bike. Bikes are starting to become that, right? There's a lot of bikes out there with regular brakes on them, but you're right. Disc brakes. I rode disc brakes on my BMX bike 20 years ago, and people laughed at me. And I had a problem because I got to the race, my brake pads fell out of the box. I couldn't find brake pads at the track, so I had to go buy brakes, put them on my bike, and went in the first turn too hot because big difference between disc brake and not. If you need your bike has to be able to handle that. It's a whole other story.
From Henry, hi.
Henry, hi. Just from Henry.
Henry said hi. Robert Taylor, you thought he ran silver, but he said black.
Oh, okay. All right. Huh. It depends on which bike he's talking about, but okay. Yeah.
Bobby Warren, any plans on the OS 24?
OS 24? 24 tire. OS 20 tire? Fork? We make a 24-inch fork. OS, you want a longer fork for the OS 20 wheels. I know. No, ways out, ma'am. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know the whole OS thing. I know you guys want it. It's a lot of money and tooling, a lot of investment. We'll get there.
Cook Brothers stuff is phenomenal as well.
Well, cool. Thank you. I had something to do with that just a little bit.
From Henry, will the disc brake adapter work with my DK frame?
Yeah, it depends on your hub configuration. But if it's a 10mm hub, should work. Yes. You should try it. Should work. Yeah. Most of the frames are becoming non, but if you have the 20mm one, which was the old plate design from DK, I think our 20mm one fits that, but those bikes have been phased out, so it depends on which frame you got.
Curb Jumper Dave, box one brakes work great on my RA29.
Nice. Hey, curb jumper. Staying out of the heat, I hope.
Another question from Ron, any OS 20 tires?
It is on the list, just like the fork. It is on the list. I tried to hire somebody to do that one project for us. Didn't work out. I know what we need to do. It's a little bit all over the place on the tires, what size everybody wants, but we've done our research. We've done our work. It's just getting the tire manufacturer and the budgets together to put it together. So right now we're focused on so much other stuff sometimes, right? Like titanium handlebars. Big hit for us.
From Roni, hi from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Is there a BMX scene in Zimbabwe? Do you have tracks and stuff there? I'd like to know that. It's kind of like, yeah, interesting.
From Jill, 20 years equals 40 years.
I'm trying to be younger, man. Quit giving me a hard time.
From Lewis, will you ever do frames?
We talked about it. ABC's doing some frames. Racing's doing some frames. We're kind of partnering with them a little bit, but our partnerships with everybody, GT, everybody. So SC we're talking to. We have a new bottom bracket system that's coming. We haven't talked about it here yet. When I get some frames, we will. And we're talking to a lot of frame sponsors at that point to be a part of this bottom bracket system, more oversized technology. So for box tuner frame, probably not. Too many. We're Switzerland. How's that? Make sense?
From Schneider, box BMX is most of the time oversized. Is it always better, or is there a use case where thinner is better?
I would say so. Not everything's oversized. There was something we had the other day where we thought smaller was better. The tires you want thinner. The tires you want to be oversized. You want a smaller, more faster tire. So in that case, our tires are not oversized. So I think there's thinner grips. I like thin grips. Our grips are pretty thin. So you're right. Not always as bigger is better. But in the key places like axles and cranks and handlebar interfaces, things like that, definitely bigger is better.
From Roni, yes, as far as having tracks in Zimbabwe.
Wow. Very interesting. I have to look that up. I have to get the sales guys to call Zimbabwe.
Stephen Latchford, yes, can't wait to get my titanium handlebar.
Cool. I think we sold out the first batch, more coming into the month. The first batch was just to get some here and get them into the market, but we had a lot more coming here pretty soon. But I'm pretty sure those are going to be sold when they get here. So put your order in.
From Dad Mode Wheelie Gang, are the free hub drivers in the box hubs made from steel or aluminum?
So the free hub drivers in the box 3 steel, box 2 are both box 3 Pro and Kids are steel. We used to have aluminum ones a long time ago in a box 1 configuration. We quit selling those things, trying to build up stealth. But yes, box 3 Kids and Pro, which both have disc and non-disc, are all steel drivers with their box 3 level. So, not that it's bad. It's just that box 3 gets steel, right?
From Schneider again, any chance you produce a clip pedal?
We'll just put a question mark on that one. How about there's talks about it? There's maybe some drawings floating around. We'll see. That's it. All right, good. So we're going to go scare JoJo? That's Jill's idea. You got
4 minutes.
4 more what?
4 minutes till the next line.
Oh, 4 more minutes. So we're just going to go say hi to JoJo. We'll tell everybody. I got the key on me so we can do it real quick, all right? So I hear him moving around back there. Everybody likes to see Joe. He's going to hide too. All right? Oh, the door's open. Okay, shh. JoJo! JoJo! Say hi to everybody! Everybody wants to see you, JoJo. They're all asking about you, man. Yay, he's showing up. Woo! Look at poor JoJo. Look at all the stuff he has to do. Look at all these handlebars. I don't know. Somebody bought all those? I don't want to ask.
Yeah, too hard. I have to put the carbon paste.
Oh, okay. All right, so JoJo's putting another big order. I'd like to see that stuff go out the door. Toby Henderson, Box Components, and I'm California. Say bye, JoJo. Bye-bye.